I just hit record. Let's fucking do it. Let's get it in while the getting's good, because you of course have put me behind the 8 ball again. I should have called the regular host Bobby instead of relying on you.
Oh, here we go. Are we live? Are you burying me on air?
I got to. I mean, if it's what people,
Jesus,
it's probably what people really come here for, is me to just fucking shit on you.
Probably. Well, so here's the deal. So first off, this is our first ever Furlough Files from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I'm in Pittsburgh. Uh-huh. You're in Florida. So this is a lot in the Marriott Hotel, live in Pittsburgh.
Right.
Well, not live, but yeah.
Across the street from the famous Primanti Brothers.
Primanti Brothers, right. Which I haven't been to. There's no time.
Which, to be honest, me being in Florida, there's nothing special about you being near Primanti Brothers to me. Right. I can drive down the street because the guy actually opened a few here in Florida, which is the funny part. Which is the funny part. But
I've been to the Florida ones before I was at the Pittsburgh ones.
Right. Do they serve pizza at that one also?
They do not.
Oh, they only have the pizza.
I'm sorry.
Well, yeah.
They don't serve. They serve I think at this one personal. It's not like the pizza at the Primanti's by you. Totally different.
Oh, right. Because the one by me, you can get full size pizzas or by the slice. So the gimmick was to get the Pittsburgher, which is like burger on the slices of Italian bread with the fries and the coleslaw on it and everything. And why not just throw me a side slice of pizza as well? You know, best of both worlds. Best of both worlds.
Right. Well, so we're talking about food, but tonight we're about to go to dinner at some place called The Yard. So I, being a food connoisseur, I saw it on the agenda yesterday, and I said, I've got to do some pre-work. I can't show up at The Yard. I've never been there. I got to know what I'm going into.
Wait a minute, you did more prep work for where you're going to eat tonight than you ever have done for this podcast, you piece of shit.
Ever. Right, I did. That's true. I'm not even going to lie. Yes.
That's fucked up.
So I pulled up the menu, and they've got, a couple different kinds of burgers, mac and cheeses, some really cool. They got poutine. Is that what it's called? Poutine? Poutine. Right? But here's the best. I go through the whole menu, not a shabby menu, but at the top I see grilled cheeses, and I go back through the menu. I don't see any grilled cheeses. So I click grilled cheese. They've got 12 different kinds of grilled cheeses. I have to get a grilled cheese tonight. There's no doubt about it. I'm going grilled cheese. All 12 different kinds of grilled cheeses. One is grilled cheese with mac and cheese. I mean, it's a no-brainer. I may order 2 sandwiches.
It's like they're taking you to this nice place and you're ordering off the kids' menu or something.
No, that's what they're known for. Beer and grilled cheeses and mac and cheeses.
Well, with it being called The Yard, I assume it was a beer thing, like the Yard of Beer, those big, tall things you drink out of, the flutes or whatever. They call it a yard.
Yeah, it's a gastropub. Yeah. Gastropub. So, but I did do pre-work, so I'm going in. People may have to look at the menu. I'm going in already knowing
Oh my God, are you just gonna flex with it? Are you gonna not look at the menu at all and just rattle off exactly what you want?
Right, I've looked at it more than once.
Never. That's just what you should never crack the menu open, and just flex in front of everyone. That would be pretty. That'd be pretty impressive.
Right, I know it already. Right. So, but I'm very excited about that tonight, and this is going to be a shorter Furlough Files because the car is leaving and I got to go.
Yeah. I got
to go.
I got a call 7 minutes ago, and all of a sudden I get thrown in a chicken wing and dragged into the room to do a podcast because this is your only window of the day. You're like, I got 20 minutes to give you. And it's not give me, it's to give you people out there. That's all he's got for you today.
I'm not giving you anything.
20 minutes.
No.
That's all he's got for you people. Either other that or to really screw me. And we're doing this at 11 o'clock at night, before
I was looking out for you.
Before he's complaining about his second dinner and how he's still hungry.
It's funny you say that. So last night we went out to this restaurant and it was they had a buffet set up, but they had a buffet set up for everyone. So you had You had your pierogies, which is a Pittsburgh favorite.
Mm-hmm.
You had some pasta. You had some sandwiches. You had hot dogs. You had grilled chicken, fried chicken, and a whole bunch of like spinach dip, cheese dip for your chips. So I did a round. I did a second round. I went up twice and whatever. I had 2 rounds, and at the end, they're like, there's all this food left. They start handing out like, hey, who wants to take some with you back to your hotel? Now, look, I'm smart to this. I survey the land and I go, I am not going to be the only guy who's like, oh, I'll take a to-go box of a buffet, free work buffet. So I said no. When I got to my hotel, I was not happy because I was starving.
Why would you?
I should have taken a to-go box.
Who were you trying to prove something to? They all know who the fuck
I'm
you are.
I'm playing the political game here, my friend.
Political game. They all seen you stuff your face with chocolates on TikTok. They all know. Half of them have heard the podcast and know that you're. I mean, they probably will.
Well, perfect segue here.
Yeah.
So, perfect segue from food to TikTok. So, there's a couple people giving me they're giving me shit all day. Like, oh, there he is, Mr. TikTok. They just keep throwing it in there. Like, oh, Mr. UK. It's a fucking running joke around here now. Well, one girl today, never met her before, and she's in North Carolina, and she said, are you in Atlanta? And I said, yeah, I'm in Atlanta. Well, I heard about you. I said, what did you hear? And she said, yeah, you're the guy on TikTok. And I said, oh, so you must have heard it from the other people. She goes, no, one of my cashiers randomly started following you and said, put a connection that you work for Dick's Sporting Goods and you're, I said, what? I don't know this person. Like, I've never met them.
Yeah,
it's just some sort of connection was made where knew who I was.
I know what the connection was. It was that she saw a bunch of the clothes you were wearing, and she said, oh, those were all clothes that have been on clearance at our fucking stores.
I mean, I do buy from the clearance rack, yes.
I'm like, why else would you be wearing a University of Miami fucking shirt all the time?
Because it was $3. That's
trust me, I'm not fucking stupid. You never had to tell me. It was very easy to figure that out, which is why she was able to figure it out.
The funny part is, every time I wear my University of Miami shirt, people go, Miami fan? And I go, no, it's $3. That's why.
Yeah, I mean,
and the shirt I'm wearing today and the shirt I'll be wearing tomorrow were $13.
Right.
They were regularly like $50. So whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, clearance.
No, but like, I just like that I was like, I'm not gonna say I'm the smart one on this show. So other people, that's for other people to say, and they have. But here's another like example of me Sherlock Holmesing the situation and quickly figuring out the deal. That yeah, of course, this is how she figured it out. It's not
right.
This guy must work for Dick's. It's every shirt I've marked down on clearance for the last 6 months.
I'm getting the left and right about the TikToks and the candy, and I did bring chocolate with me to film because that's what I do. And a couple people were like, "Oh, I'd love to be in one." I was like, I don't know about that. I don't know if you would fit the.
Look at you not sharing the spotlight.
I don't know if you would fit the spotlight. Yeah, right. Like so, but.
Well, you should have brought some fucking bad stuff to have them try, knowing that you'd get a good reaction.
Right. I thought about that. Now, I do have something really bad. I could have people. It's awful, but it's Kendall mint cake, and it's disgusting. But the story I really wanted to tell, because we are time constrained here because grilled cheese is waiting.
No, you're time constrained. The rest of us are just disappointed.
Yeah. Listen, I've heard that before. Wouldn't be the first time I was told that.
You promised me the best 20 minutes. What happened?
Cutting it short.
That was an average 7. What the fuck?
You're lucky you're getting an average 7. Anyway, so on my way here to Pittsburgh, I had like it's always shit happens to me. So I get on the plane and I had a layover, so I had a connecting flight in Charlotte. So I get on the plane from Atlanta to Charlotte. I get to my seat, and the lady next to me dressed in tie-dye, got a neck tattoo that says freedom. She's an older lady, probably in her mid-50s, something like that. And I sit down, I'm wearing an Alabama shirt, and she says, "Oh, Alabama fan." And I said, "Yeah." So right away I was like, "Oh, this is cool. Somebody that's, looks like a nice lady." And she's like, "Oh, I'm an Alabama fan." She said, "My brother was at the game." So she pulls up her phone, shows me her brother's Facebook page where he's at the game Saturday versus Tennessee. Cool shot of the field he got, like during halftime, go Bama, the cheerleaders, what are the band. It was awesome. I was like, what a nice lady. So we talk Alabama for a few minutes. And I don't think nothing. Flight takes off. We're about 10 minutes in the air, and she takes a soda, her Coca-Cola out, and she opens it. And I see her open it, and I'm just go about close my eyes a little bit.
Like a 16-ounce deal or something.
Like a bottle, like a little, okay. Personal Coke there. So she opens it, but I close my eyes, and I don't really sleep on planes very much. But I closed my eyes for just a minute or two, and I opened it back up, and I look over, and she's got the bottle of Coke, no cap on it. The cap's in her other hand, and it's like she's out cold, like just out. She's looks like she's dead, and the Coke is slowly tipping, and I'm like, what do I do? This is a bad situation, because if this falls, it's going to be all over my pants, my shoes, I got my Jordans on, I can't ruin my Jordans, lady. So I'm like, what do I do? Because you're in a weird situation. Do you tap the person? Do you So I'm like, maybe she's, she'll be okay. Well, it starts going, it's going. The soda's going, and she's out. When I mean out, just her head is not even. It's down, she's she's out. So I just gave her a little gentle nudge, and I was like, hey. She's like, I was like, oh my God, she is not making any sense. And she just mumbled something at me, and she was still asleep, and the soda was still, so I just kind of grabbed the soda and I held it because it was going. We were moments away from spillage everywhere. Her bag was down there. So I kind of grabbed it, and I kind of just say, hey, I said, the cap's in the other hand, just put the cap on it. And she's like, oh, thank you. But now she's got the jaw going. You know the jaw I'm talking about?
Oh, I know the jaw. The jaw, about. When a junkie, a junkie does the jawing.
Right.
When they're it's like they're grinding their teeth or something. The jaw's
so
going
she
back and forth.
Yeah. So she's doing that. She's got the jaw going. And I'm like, oh no, I thought this was a normal lady. She's fucking out of her mind.
She just did some heroin in the bathroom.
Well, right. So she puts the cap back on, and she puts the soda in the thing, in the seat in front of her, the little basket. I'm not even kidding you. She puts it in and falls asleep. Mm-hmm. But her hands are still in the position where she's putting it in. It's like she fell asleep mid-put-in. But she's just stuck like that. And I was like, oh, this is going to be, thank God it's only a 30-minute flight. So she kind of shakes it off. She grinds her teeth a little more, and she mumbles something about Alabama to me. And I'm like, yeah. So she goes lays back down. She's back with her head back, and she's back to sleep and normal. There's no issues. So I realized at that point there was free Wi-Fi on the plane for T-Mobile. So I was like, oh. So I'm playing on my phone, and I see her, she's back awake now, and she's grinding her teeth, mumbling, and she goes back in her bag, and she takes out a little plastic 3-ounce bottle of lotion. And it's not a bottle, it's one of those what do I call it, squeezy lotions. It's something you could take on a plane, a travel size.
Right.
So she takes the lotion off, and she undoes the cap, and then literally with the cap's undone, it's in her, she has the lotion in her right hand, which is closest to my left leg because I'm on her right side, and the cap's in her left hand. She undoes the cap, and just literally her head falls straight down. She's out. I'm like, oh Jesus.
Why didn't you film any of this?
So, well, first of all, there's people around. I don't want to be that guy, because you don't know, somebody's gonna be like, why are you filming this lady? I don't want to be that guy. So anyway, I'm like, she's heads down, and she's got cap in one hand, lotion in another. She's out, and she's kind of slouched to the left, leaning on the guy to the left of her. So he's kind of looking like fucking ladies all over me because she's out. And I'm like laughing because she's out. Next thing I know, I don't know if it was the pressure because of the lotion. I don't know what it was. The lotion starts coming out of the thing. I sent a picture to you though. I did take a picture and send it to you guys. The lotion came out of the thing. It was all over her left hand, like all over her left hand, all over her purse, which is like in her lap. It was everywhere, the lotion. And I snapped a picture real quick to send you guys because I was like, I need proof of this lotion. It's like, and if you zoom in, you see the lotion's everywhere. So I'm like, I'm not telling her. Like, there's no harm in me at this point. Well, eventually she's leaning on the other guy, but she falls forward, like she nods forward. When she nodded forward, she drops the lotion and the cap, but never wakes up. She's literally now like slouched over forward. The lotion's on the floor, the cap's on the floor, the lotion's all over her hand, her purse, her pants, and she's just leaned forward. And like, I literally thought, like, in my head, I'm thinking, oh my God, we're going to have to like land this plane in like somewhere else. And they're gonna be like, this woman died next to me. Like, what a story this is going to be. Cause she's out. So, she's like leaned forward, whatever. And then she kind of like shakes herself off and she's like, and she gets up and she sees the lotions everywhere. Like it's literally everywhere. She doesn't have a napkin. So she just starts rubbing the lotion all over her body. She pulls her sweater sleeves up. She's just rubbing this lotion, and it's like massive amounts of lotion.
Well, you gotta
everywhere.
You might as well get as much out of as much of your money's worth out of
it. Right.
Yeah.
So she gets it all over. She has it on her back. She's wiping it off of her bag to put it on herself. Right. She's just lotioned up now. She's lathered up, and she's like. She gets it all and she looks at me and she goes, "Did you see where my lotion went?" I said, "It fell on the floor. I don't know where it went, but it's on the floor." And I'm too fat to bend over and get anything off the floor of an airplane in the seatbelt. So I'm like, I was like, I can't get it for you. Right. So she gets the lotion and the bottle is like this, like, it looks like it's deflated. The lotion is just like, it's all over the floor. It's everywhere. So she picks it up. She puts it back, whatever. We got like, I don't know, at this point, we had like 15 minutes left till we're landing. And she just nods right back out. Boom. Like she put the lotion away. She's all lathered up and she just out. Like, so we land, plane lands, and like she's in the middle seat. So like, we're like row 10. So we're quick, first class gets off. And then I think we're like 3 rows and it was us. She's not getting up. Like she's out. Like the plane's like, we had like a hard touchdown too. Like we bounced. She did no sold it at all. So I'm like getting the stuff. The guy next to her is looking like, what do I do? I was like, I don't know. I was like, you just step over her or wake her up. Like I don't know what the
You're like, not my problem.
Right. So I, get my shit. He gives her a nudge and she just looks around like, oh, like where are we? Does like a double take look and he's like, no, we landed. And she's like, we landed? Oh, I'm like, so I just got my shit and left. And, but when I got out of the plane, I had to stop because I had like 2 bags. So I was like kind of just situating myself. She stumbled off that plane. She was walking like Mick Foley. Like, you know how you walk? Like,
grizzled,
like,
beaten up.
Grizzled, yeah. Right. Like she was stumbling. Like she got off that plane like she was just stumbling out of it, just mumbling to herself, chewing her mouth up, like, and she stumbled on out of that plane. All I can think, I hope she's not driving. Like, I really hope she's not driving. But I don't know what happened to her after that. But I was like, this is going to be my day, But then I get on the next plane and I had nobody next to me, so total win right there. But,
I thought that was a quick flight to Pittsburgh. When you said 30 minutes.
That was to Charlotte.
Yeah, I was like thinking like you could have watched her at the baggage claim or something. And
no, that was just to Charlotte. Yeah, I don't know. I had to go catch my connection. And she, I don't know where she went after that. But yeah, she was, what a mess. But I thought this is how my day was going to go. But then I got on the second plane and nobody was next to me. There was a girl in the window seat who brought a full pillow, by the way, which I was like, who the fuck brings a full pillow on a plane?
Someone who's thinking ahead.
Full.
Someone who's thinking.
But she never used the pillow as like a pillow. She only put it like on her lap and like hugged it. So maybe it was a comfort thing. But
keep you from probably keep you from molesting her.
Why would I ever do that? What the hell is wrong with you?
I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying, not you specifically, but whoever she was sitting next to. Maybe she doesn't trust people.
Anyway,
or maybe she had a creepy uncle. I don't know. I
don't know. But we got to Pittsburgh. Everything was fine, and I got here last night, and I went right to the gym because I had Billy Five's face just pictured in my head because he wanted me to get. He was trying to wish bad upon my plane that I would be in the manifest. I saw his comments, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go train because Billy.
Let's touch on that because I noticed that you tried to throw me under the bus once or twice to try and drag me back into the Billy heat for November 7th to try and get me kicked in the head as well when I'm not in this match. And apparently you have failed miserably. I think he said, I'll see you November 7th, not I'll see you guys or see both of you. He's back to
both of us.
He's back to pointing at you. And then you tried to throw me under the bus after that. I don't remember what it was, and it didn't work.
I blamed you for him getting blocked again.
It didn't work. I think I'm going to be free and clear by the time the 7th rolls around. You'll never have seen a person act more like an angel on Facebook than me with Billy Fives until the 7th. After that, maybe fair game. But, I'm staying clean, man. This is like part of my diet regimen is to also not do anything unhealthy regarding Billy Fives until you guys have had your match, because I don't need any of that shit. I don't want.
You're ridiculous. Like you cannot shake him.
What do you mean not shake him?
You can't shake him.
There's no shaking.
You can't shake Billy Fives.
There's no attempt. I'm just being a good citizen these days and letting you keep burying yourself. You've been pulling dirt over yourself all on your own, just fine. I don't need to contribute to any of it anymore.
Well, yeah, I'll be ready. I was kind of hoping like a hurricane would come or something next weekend, but whatever. I mean, besides the point.
I haven't looked that far into the future. But I did notice at the end of this week, the temperature is actually going to be nice. Like South Florida, end of October, beginning of November. It's kicking.
I see that.
It's kicking in, buddy. We might actually have good weather when you come down. We won't be all sweating our tits off in this building that I assume doesn't have air conditioning. Because I don't think any of these wrestling buildings have air conditioning. Not ones that are the schools,
Right, been doing this long enough to know air conditioning doesn't exist in the wrestling world.
Not in South Florida.
Yeah. No, it doesn't.
Yeah. I mean, that's really good for you because no matter how many blocks you walk between now and then, you're not gonna be able to handle a wrestling match in Florida summer humidity. So at least you guys picked the right time of the year there.
Yeah, I was still hoping for a hurricane or something. I don't know.
I mean, you still have one more flight that could go wrong on the way here, so we'll see how that goes. Well, you got two, technically.
Or like a snowstorm happens here and I have to stay here for like 3 weeks or something. I don't know.
The chance of you getting snowed in Atlanta or a flight from Atlanta to Florida getting snowed out are pretty much slim to none.
Right.
I mean, if you were flying to Washington State or something, maybe. But I think we're good weather-wise. Although this is the time of year for hurricanes, so I mean, it's not right for you to be praying for a hurricane to hit my area, but
it's totally right. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, that's not cool. That's not cool.
It's totally cool.
It's not cool. So what else you got there?
That's it. I mean, I got grilled cheese waiting for me here.
Well, I mean,
which I'll report on when I come back, next week or later this week.
Yeah, great. Well, that's fine. I mean, at least you showed up. I appreciate that.
I mean, more than Marco can say.
that's 1,000 times more than Marco can say. Yeah, but I know that you were pitching the idea of a guest fill-in, and I had to educate you that you can't call me at like 5:30 at night and have me start calling around for someone to fill in for you. Like, you got to let me know earlier in the day. You know, that's how that works.
Yeah, I figured it'd be okay, but I guess not.
No,
I guess it didn't work.
I can't call people and go, "Hey, you want to do a podcast in 3 minutes?" It's a bad look. It's a bad look all around. That's all. That's all.
All right. Well, you go do your bad luck. I'm gonna go eat grilled cheese and enjoy this evening here in Pittsburgh.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for again, the minimum effort. I appreciate it. Like I said, it's more than most give. So
listen, my minimum effort is maximum compared to the rest of the Breakfast Club. So let's just
other than me.
Right. I mean, you got Baby Daddy Salvino, and you got Mr. Blake Chadwick. We can call him 50 different names. It doesn't matter. He'll never listen to this. But.
Right. The Dennis Stamp of the Breakfast Club. Anyway, since he's not booked, he's not here. All right, buddy. Right. Well, thanks again for a hard 26 minutes, and good luck with the grilled cheese.
More than they usually get. Goodbye.
Bye.
Yeah.